Hi, it's Maggie, the Irish Gypsy, here to bring you your November 2023 general reading. We are looking at the first half of November from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for our lovely lions, the fire sign of Leo. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for being here, for watching these videos. Please hit that like button, share and subscribe as well, but that like button is important. It's kind of what moves the channel along, so please hit that. Thank you to those of you who do, and to those of you who comment, who reach out for personal readings, who refer and recommend. My gratitude always. Many blessings back to you. Okay, Leo. If your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign is in Leo, if you're cross-watching for a Leo, this video is for you. Of course, it's a general reading. It may resonate a little differently for everyone who watches. So if you know any or all of your other signs, watch those too for additional insight. If something really does reach you, it really does resonate, you'd like to perhaps take a deeper look and reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else or information about that, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me, please email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also see that email address, that contact info, by clicking the title or description of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I offer a pretty wide choice of reading varieties in all areas of life, of all different types and lengths and styles and budgets. There's something in there for everyone. And I do readings full-time. It's all that I do. So scheduling of personal readings is done in a pretty timely fashion too, if that's important to you. So email me if you'd like. All right, Leo, let's see what the first half of November 2023 looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. And we begin with the Hanging Man. The Hanging Man represents a time perhaps of stasis or limbo, or feeling like you're in stasis and limbo. You're waiting, you're watching something play out. You may be gaining new information or new insight and a new perspective by doing so, but it's not taking any particularly decisive action. With Justice. Waiting for justice, waiting for a legal decision, waiting for someone to do the right thing. Waiting to see what the right thing is. I mean, all of those things are justice. Honor, moral, ethics, transparency, reaping what you sow. Next we have the Four of Wands. Happy homes, celebration energy. Could actually represent actual parties or social gatherings, celebrations around, family, friends. I mean, this is the month of Thanksgiving, so some of you may be planning for that. This could also be marriage, happy homes, any kind of, it's one of the home harmony cards, right? One of the happy home cards, home stability and balance, weddings, anniversaries, birthday parties, holidays, unexpected blessings and happy surprises, which may occur at social gatherings as well. With that, we have the Knight of Wands. Knights are action, offers and opportunities, the speed at which situations move. This is the Knight of Fire, so he's can be spontaneous, impulsive, or just full of excitement, enthusiasm, vigor, exuberance, passion, desire. One could look at this as a marriage proposal for some of you, an offer or an invitation of some kind to a gathering, a party. Oh my goodness. Next we have the next two cards actually just flipped out. They were so excited to get out. Next we have the Sun. Light, love, warmth, laughter, illumination. Often pressures and restrictions being lessened or even just completely negated. I mean, the Sun, just like the real sun when it comes out in the world, it banishes all the shadows. It shines. It's light, love, warmth, laughter. It makes things grow. People always feel better when the sun comes out. It's an uplifting energy. And so too does the Sun card work when it comes out in a spread. It affects all the cards in a spread. And this one's next to that Four of Wands, Happy Home card. And the card that came out with it, which is the next card, is you, Queen of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Showing up as a queen, but in a general reading could be male as well. Just on top of it. Just on top. It's like on top of the world here. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is the Fool. The Fool is the first major arcana card in the tarot, which is why the Fool has the 0, right? This is where the whole tarot journey starts. And one cycle of the tarot, meaning from the Fool to the last card, which is the World, all the cards in between there represent, a segment of our life, a chapter or set of chapters that are important, and then we reach milestones and we move on from the World card where it starts again and a whole new chapter starts, right? So this represents a whole new chapter, a whole new journey is beginning here. You might be stepping off the beaten path into the unknown, doing something you've never done before, taking a risk, a leap of faith. Might be travel or moving for some of you as well. We have, out of 7 cards, we have 4 major arcana cards. So that probably means this is a pretty significant or even profound time, this first half of November for many of you. My goodness, look what just flipped out when I started shuffling. I mean, I always start by clarifying the primary focus, which is the Fool, but the Fool actually jumped out, so we're gonna, and look what's interesting, behind that is the World. Yeah, so it's, I'm gonna take that too. So some kind of, you've reached a milestone, some kind of major, something is wrapping up, some kind of major milestone, a chapter or set of chapters in your life that have been pretty significant, coming to an end, and a whole new road lies in front of you, a whole new adventure. I'm still going to pull another card or two for that, for the primary focus. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism, typically after something difficult or challenging happens. Secondary wish fulfillment card. Of course, it's based on faith, kind of like the Fool is. Justice again, and the Queen of Wands again. Wow. Some brand new path is opening up in front of you. Let's take a look at this Hanging Man and Justice. Ten of Wands, Knight of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands twice, Justice twice, the Fool twice, clarifying the Hanging Man. So the Knight of Wands, of course, is really eager to get going on his mission and quest, so off he goes. He's the Knight of Fire. Interesting that the Ten of Wands, so tens represent cycle endings and completion in the tarot, kind of a coming full circle. And this is where somebody's reached the absolute bottom of their rope. They're too overwhelmed. They're not going to deal with this anymore. They can't carry this anymore. Off and running. I think you are considering... Now, of course, timing being somewhat fluid, and many people watching this as a general reading, the timing of this will vary, as will the tiny little specific details, but the fundamental energy remains the same. It looks like you've been waiting for something for quite some time. Probably whatever justice represents for you, whatever you feel is the right thing, or the thing you deserve, or whatever, right? And I think that you are pretty much at the end of your waiting time, and you are contemplating, not even contemplating, you're like, I'm tired of waiting. I'm right at my wit's end with this, waiting for the thing that you've been waiting for. And it looks like you may take matters into your own hands and move forward, do something, take some kind of action here. Let's look at Justice. Interesting. The Hanging Man and the Five of Wands. So we have the Hanging Man again, this waiting card, with the Five of Wands, which is conflict. It's interesting because we have the Hanging Man twice with the Ten of Wands and the Five of Wands. It's like, I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting. Fighting about this all the time, arguing about the same thing over and over and over again. And we have the King of Wands and the Emperor with that too. Strong Aries energy here. So we have a King and Queen of Wands here. This may be about a relationship, or it may be about some other situation or area of life that's affecting a relationship. It could also represent a man with whom you feel has just exercised their control a little. They've been too controlling or too domineering. Some of you, it may be that you're tired of waiting for a decision from someone. You're tired of waiting for action and a decision from someone. Who that someone is, it might be you and a mate and a partner, or of any kind, a partner of any kind, is tired of waiting for the justice thing to happen. It could be in a relationship. You're tired of waiting for the other person to do, again, whatever justice means to you. It might be marriage here or something like that. Yeah, the two of you cannot see eye to eye. There's two sides here that cannot see eye to eye. Somebody, probably you, has been waiting for a long time for this to be resolved, and it's not. And I think you're like, that's it. I'm getting ready to take off here. I'm getting ready to move in my own direction here, under my own steam. Let's take a look at the Four of Wands. Judgment and the Seven of Swords. Sneaky choices. No. But, I mean, the Seven of Swords, I often call it my sneaky thief card, but it doesn't have to be like a negative card. It is a self-serving card, meaning that the person in it is doing something, enacting something. They have something they want to, do, acquire, maintain, get, whatever. And in the doing of that, everything that they're doing around that is they try and keep secret or play their cards close to the chest. Now, this can be negative in the sense that it can represent lies, deceit, theft, that kind of thing. But originally, this is a card of strategy, and strategy is almost always done undercover, right? Because you want to strategize so the other side doesn't know what you're doing, or, strategize. It's a card of strategy primarily. And judgment is a major arcana card that represents, standing at a crossroads, a pretty significant crossroads in life, which matches really well with that Fool card. There's an opportunity in front of you. It represents a choice. You're being called. There's a pretty significant choice in front of you, and taking a new path may profoundly change your life. So this is about strategizing about that in order to have this Four of Wands Justice happy home. Again, it might be marriage for some of you. It might be something that would benefit your home and family tremendously. Yeah, clarifying that Knight of Action, Knight of Wands, we have the Lovers, a relationship at a crossroads, a pretty significant decision needs to be made, a choice needs to be made here. Now, for some of you, it's going to be about the relationship itself. It might be marriage, or I'm out of here, we've been together for all these years. It might be, again, in another area of life, but one which would profoundly impact the relationship, and so you're making it together. Could be a business partnership, too. It doesn't have to be romantic. There's a kind of a strong energy towards that, but it doesn't have to be. Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Should I keep fighting for this? Should I not keep fighting for this? Or should I just tackle this in a different way? But then at the end, the Sun and the Queen of Wands. I mean, this fabulous energy. Strength. That's your card, Leo. Strength with the Sun. My goodness. Facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. The Eight of Cups. I think that some of you are making the choice to walk away from something. From whatever this situation is that it feels like you've been in for quite some time, waiting for some kind of change to occur that's not. And I think that you're facing whatever your fears are, your doubts, your insecurities, and leaving and walking away from this because it's not your wish fulfillment. I mean, the card after this, of course, would be the Nine of Cups, which is getting everything you want, your cups overflowing with abundance. But here in the preceding card, the Eight of Cups, they've discovered, something has run its course, or they've discovered, this isn't my wish fulfillment. And even though it might be scary, even though I might not know what the road in front of me really looks like, I'm turning my back and I'm leaving and I'm walking away to go in search of that thing, or to at least have the potential of that thing, because this situation isn't doing it. Five of Swords. Yeah, this is a hard-won victory, winning at all costs, but the winning may come from saying, I'm not going to fight this battle anymore. I'm just going to turn around and walk away, and thereby removing the opportunity for any of this negative stuff to continue. And that's where the victory lies, with the Six of Wands and the Ace of Swords, because this is like getting a clue, the epiphany. It's kind of like a wake-up here. What I'm seeing is a wake-up here. Somebody has woken up and they are manifesting significant change in their own life by saying no to something, by refusing to accept this anymore, and waiting forever for what you feel is right, or what you feel is due you, or what you think the situation should be. It doesn't feel like this situation, I mean, you could stay in it another, 5-10 years, whatever. It doesn't feel like this is a situation that's going to go the way that you want it to, the way that you feel you need it to, which makes it not for you, ultimately. I mean, free will, free agency. But this is somebody who wakes up and has the strength and courage to go, I really didn't want to do this, and it hurts to do this. And there's a scary element to this, of course, with the Fool. But I'm leaving. I'm walking forward into a different thing. And it might be a specific path. It might just be that you've woken up and you've decided to walk away from this, and you're not exactly sure what's beyond, right? It may be that some of you have a specific different opportunity in front of you you've decided to take, which again, you'll be moving away from this thing. So it's a win for you, even though it might be a bit nerve-wracking. All right, any final guidance advice from Spirit for Leo, first half of November 2023? It's a very powerful reading, and I understand now why we have the Fool twice, the World, because the World is also a card of leveling up, of graduation. You've graduated. You're not going to learn anything new, more. It's time to move on, move up. Three of Swords, Four of Cups, Ten of Swords, yeah. Three of Swords, of course, is a card of emotional pain and disappointment. Could be breakup. Four of Cups, an offer, and Ten of Swords. Could be a card of feeling betrayed, stabbed in the back, thrown under the bus. In a general reading, the intensity will vary. But ultimately, because Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs our intellectual landscape. So the Suit of Swords is often about what goes on up in here. Belief systems, ideologies, perspectives, perceptions. So tens being conclusions or a full achievement. The Ten of Swords is coming to the probably somewhat painful realization that something isn't going to be what you want it to be, what you feel it should be. No matter how long you wait, no matter how much you throw yourself against it, it's just not. And Spirit is saying this is you need to kind of, this is what you need to accept, which is where that Strength card comes in too. Let's see what's on the other side of it. Three of Wands, Ten of Cups, Four of Wands again, and the Sun again. See, what's on the other side of going, okay, this isn't for me, and it's never going to be what I need it to be, and that hurt, and I'm going to have to walk away from this in order to even have the possibility of what I need and want. And that's difficult, and it hurts. But on the other side of that, after the healing part of that, we have an absolutely magnificent run of cards. The Three of Wands is saying you're seeing your efforts paying off. You're watching the ship come into the harbor, and you feel, watching your ship come in. You're feeling so hopeful, positive, optimistic about the future. And here we have the two happy home cards in the tarot. The Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands. Could be marriage, happy home, a house. I mean, it represents feeling like you finally... This is... The Ten of Cups is one of those number 10s in the tarot. The two challenging tens being the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. The two happier tens being the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is that white picket fence, happily ever after card. It represents feeling like you've finally come to a place where everything's fallen into place. Everything's connected. You have everything you want. I mean, you have both the happy home cards here and the Sun. I mean, it's an absolutely... You couldn't get better cards than this. Of course, it's about... But we need to basically walk through this first. What you're waiting for is never going to come, or it's never going to come in. It's never going to be quite enough. Whatever is offered is going to be breadcrumbs compared to what you need and what you deserve. But on the other side of that acceptance is a beautiful thing. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Leo, those are your messages for the first half of November. Very powerful reading, Leo. Kudos to you. Meow, meow. Again, if this resonated with you, and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, personal readings do make great gifts, and we are kind of diving into the holiday season here. Anyway, if you're interested, please email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the title or description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the November mid-month readings. Until then, stay well, take care, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.